All right, welcome back, everybody, to another episode of our Madden 25 Connected Franchise Owner Mode Fantasy Draft Ralph Wilson Buffalo Bills YouTube series. Today is episode 90. Happy Friday, and it is a big day indeed. The New York Jets are coming to Bills Stadium in the penultimate game of the 2014 NFL season. This one's for all the marble folks. All the marbles indeed. 11-3 Bills, 10-4 Jets. The winner of this game will likely go on to win the AFC East. Now, I've named this episode The Battle for the AFC East. That is a bit of a misnomer, given the fact that if we do lose today's game, we can still win the division. However, the team that wins today will likely guarantee the division. If we win, we're guaranteed to take it. If the Jets win, then they will, first of all, be ahead of us in the standings, given that they have a better record against the AFC East as a division. And given the fact that chances are their point differential will be better than ours, given that we barely squeaked by them earlier this season when we made Jim Schwartz cry. And though we could technically win in week 17 and have the Jets lose, so we would in fact have a better record than them again, chances are they're not going to lose. Why? Because in games they've played against teams other than us so far this year, they are 10-2. So a stellar record for, 10-3, a stellar record for them so far this season. So losing today, not an option. This past game, of course, fee-fi-fo fumble. We had 3 fumbles in the game, 5 injuries on way to an embarrassing 35-14 loss to the San Diego Chargers. That game is behind us. We won our practice session yesterday. Good practice. And today we have just one choice. We got all our mistakes out on Wednesday. Today we need to take this division. Cordarrelle Patterson takes a knee, and that will lead us to quickly checking out the depth chart of these New York Jets. Here we are. Obviously, quarterback for these Jets, Ben Roethlisberger, 93 overall. What's left to be said about Big Ben? Nothing. Stephen Ridley, the running back. Michael Bush, the backup. Fullback Greg Jones. Wide receivers Cordarrelle Patterson, Randy Moss, Andrew Hopkins, Charles Johnson. Tight end Zach Miller. Hayden Smith, the backup. Left tackle Tyron Smith. Left guard Matt Slauson. Center Alex Mack. Right guard Alex Boone. And right tackle DJ Fluker. Left end Athiba Rubin. Right end Victor Butler. Defensive tackle Jordan Adantor and Jamon Glass. 2 rookies. Both guys we passed over this season. Both guys who have progressed clearly very well at the middle of that defensive line. Though they are undersized, and we can hopefully take advantage of that. Manny Lawson, the left outside linebacker. Middle linebacker D'Amico Ryans, right outside linebacker. Jordan Sen is injured, so Delonte McNeil, the rookie left outside linebacker playing out of position, is going to be starting. He's just 48 overall at that spot. Hopefully we can take advantage of that. Brandon Flowers, dominant corner. Greg Toller, Buster Skrin. William Middleton, the other corners. Free safety Raheem Moore. Strong safety Kenny Vaccaro. Kicker is Blair Walsh. Punter John Hecker. So that is the New York Jets. This is the game of the year for us, folks. The battle of the AFC East is on. Also, quick update. I've checked the standings. There is a team that can catch us that's currently ahead of us in the standings in the AFC as a conference. That is the Cleveland Browns. They are also 11-3 on the season. Unless we are able to, and there we go, Cordarrelle Patterson dropping the first pass of the game. That's a good way to start for us. Patterson across the middle, wide open on a 5-yard drag, drops it. Beautiful stuff. That's a costly, just a part of losing last game that hurt so much. As we drop back to match the Browns, they are 11-3. They have a 5-1 record against their division. We already cannot best that. We are 2-2 against our division this season because we lost. And there is a missed tackle. Drake Kirkpatrick cannot wrap up Stephen Ridley. He goes for 17 yards for the first down up to the 37-yard line. As I was saying, we've lost 2 games against the Patriots this season, so we will not be able to catch the Browns unless they lose one of these next 2 games and we win out. So the AFC as a conference still not guaranteed if we win today. And, in fact, our chances of winning it right now, not stellar. But today, if we win the AFC East, we should be able to wrap up second place in the conference and guarantee home field unless, of course, the Browns make it to the conference championship round, in which case we'd have to travel to Cleveland to play. In the meantime, though, time to stop looking ahead, time to start staying in the moment. The Jets are driving 48-yard line after that impressive Stephen Ridley catch and then run for a combined 28 yards. Sanford here in man coverage on Hawkins. We're going to sit in a little bit, shift the defensive line over. It is a pass play, and Ben Roethlisberger tries to take off. He is annihilated by Shamarko, a.k.a. Sharknado Thomas, and the Sharknado just destroyed Ben Roethlisberger. Ben Roethlisberger down for the count there. He is holding his chest. The Jets do not have a proven backup quarterback, and Shamarko Thomas, 5'8", meets 6'5" Ben Roethlisberger in the hole, and you can see the pain there on Roethlisberger's face as Shamarko Thomas has his hands on Roethlisberger's nuts. That is our thumbnail, folks. 5'8" against 6'5", bada bing, bada boom. Shamarko Thomas takes out Big Ben. Hell of a play there, setting up 2nd and 14. The man coming into the game here. Let's go ahead. Let's go back to the depth chart just for a moment. Now, he might only be in for a play or two, depending on how injured Big Ben is. But I want to find out more about this kid. The backup is Jamie Neely, 6'6", 232. He's got speed, just like Ben Roethlisberger, 74 speed, just 21 years of age. He looks like a big boy in his picture. Strength 65. His awareness just 62. Hopefully we can take advantage of that. His power in terms of his throwing ability, 87. Accuracy, 82, 68, 76. So he throws a decent deep ball. But aside from that, not very accurate. Decent arm strength, but not great. Still a threat to run, and even bigger than Ben Roethlisberger. So here we go. Backup quarterback into the game. I believe his last name was Healy. Healy into the game. Again, he is a fictional character. He is calling all kinds of audibles here, and he goes on the draw play. And Vince Wilfork comes off his block, unable to make the tackle, and so Ridley heads up the gut, and that's a gain of, it looks to be about 8 yards. So he gets to the 47-yard line across midfield. Another 3-receiver set coming out for the Jets here. 3rd and 6. Roethlisberger still not in the game. Healy standing in shotgun now. We're going to spread out our defenders, let them roll. A passing play here over the middle. Andrew Hopkins comes open, tackled by Drake Kirkpatrick, but not before the Jets get into field goal range. 16 yards for Hopkins. By the way, I believe last time we played the Jets, somebody corrected me. The fans in Cincinnati do not call Andrew Hopkins. I believe I said Little Hawk. His nickname is, in fact, Baby Hawk. If I'm still wrong on that, somebody please go ahead and feel free to correct me in the comments. But it is not Little Hawk. It is Baby Hawk. Again, 5'7", little guy. Anyways, the nickname, it's because his name's Hawkins and he's little. That's the nickname. So 2nd and 8 coming up here after that short run. Ridley gets just 2 yards off the right side. Finally, the run defense starting to stiffen up a bit. We'll send some pressure here. Silver shoot pinch. Sending 2 linebackers here. Sanford's going to be in man coverage against Zach Miller, the real-life tight end of the Seattle Seahawks. Miller stands in. Sanford, Bostic there to make the tackle. 3rd and 1 upcoming. Miller makes the catch on the 6-yard curl. So far, Healy doing a nice job finding short routes to his most reliable targets. Here we're going to go goal line formation. Goal line man is the play. Will be John Bostic will be our user play here. We'll shift our players to the left-hand side. Actually, I think we're going to go to Justin Durant and cheat just a little bit, or maybe not. We'll go back to Bostic, and it is a passing play. Healy finds an open Andrew Hopkins, Shamarko Thomas in coverage, but Hopkins was out of bounds, they're saying. He looked to me like he was easily in bounds, but apparently not. We'll see. And no, it's not being challenged. So we catch a bit of a break there. Andrew Hopkins not able to stay in bounds. And the kicker will come out here to try a field goal from 40, and it is good. So the Jets go up 3-0. Blair Walsh with that one. His teammates celebrate him with a gratuitous butt slap. And we are off to kickoff now. Back to return is Jacoby Ford, the man who fumbled away an important drive. And he is doing what? Jacoby Ford just had a random spaz attack and jukes to his own 1-yard line. Okay. So we're going to start this game off with an I formation, run up the gut. That will be a popular call today with undersized defensive tackles, Glass and a Dantor in the game. And that looked to be another weird juke that I don't know what's going on with this controller, guys. As I've said, I do have a crappy aftermarket controller that I inherited with this PS3. Hopefully no more of that will come about. If it does, we might have to make an adjustment. Here, though, Eric Baldwin comes open, puts his head down, brought down to the 16-yard line, so the Bills now out of the shadow of their own goalposts after that horrible return by Jacoby Ford that admittedly was not his fault. Just a technical glitch. And we're looking to go to the air here. Safety playing way off. And Deshaun Jackson comes wide open. He tries to juke back into the field of play. Not able to do so, but still a beautiful catch. 21 yards for Deshaun Jackson. Just finding the hole in the zone. He's going to find that hole every single time, Jets. You got to do better than that. Read option coming up here. Williams is in the game right here. I will be flipping Basman Hooker to that spot soon. But Williams managing to take this one up the gut for a gain of a couple on that read option play. I will be getting Williams more involved in today's game because of the undersized defensive line these Jets have. So I would like to get a little more playing time for Williams. But with that being said, if he's not effective or if he puts one on the ground, he's done. It's just simple fact. You can't. He's fumbled 4 times this season. We've worked so much on his carrying ability, and it hasn't helped all that much. Continuing to put the ball on the ground in stupid situations. Here, Rodgers fumbles the ball himself, and it is picked up by Rubin. Rodgers not able to get the ball away, fumbles it again, and the fumbleitis continues. The Jets' left end picks up that one, and what a nightmare start here. Rodgers tries to get rid of the ball, brings it back in, and that one fumbled. Jets take over at the 29-yard line. And look at this. Big Ben back in the game with 5 seconds left in the first quarter. Bills need a turnover here, need a spark, need something. Ridley met in the hole, still runs it off. 6-yard gain. At the end of the first quarter, Bills not playing like they really mean it yet. The offense putting together a nice drive. Another one ended by a fumble. That is the Jets' 4th fumble in the past 4 quarters of play. And you wonder why we lost this past game and why we're down in this one. 3-0 the score, Jets over Bills. 2nd and 4 coming up. Big Ben goes to the air here, shakes off a would-be sacker, and Dominic Rodgers-Cromartie has oh my goodness. Roethlisberger throws him the most desperate interception of his career, and he just drops it. Randy Moss out of bounds, wouldn't have been able to make the tackle. With his speed, I almost guarantee Dominic takes that ball for a touchdown. Instead, it is 3rd and 4 Jets, still in field goal range. Ridley, the only guy in the backfield, shotgun play here for Big Ben. And he's standing back, he's got all kinds of time, goes over the middle, Dominic Rodgers-Cromartie picks this one off. Wrapped up by Cordarrelle Patterson. Rodgers-Cromartie makes up for the mishap on 2nd down, picks that one off on 3rd down, limiting the damage. He was in coverage there on, I believe, that was sure enough Randy Moss, future Hall of Famer. Wow. And so, fortunately, the Aaron Rodgers fumble does not hurt the team. The Jets' drive is finished on a fumble, on an interception. And there's Deshaun Jackson making a nice catch over the middle, coming back to the ball. 2 catches, 39 yards for Jackson today. The Jets' drive ended on a Ben Roethlisberger interception to Dominic Rodgers-Cromartie, the 2nd individual pick that Rodgers-Cromartie should have had on that drive. But at the end, it doesn't matter. That's the end of it. He gets the pick on 3rd down. That's all that counts. Here, Deshaun Jackson comes open over the middle. Again, Jackson having a great game. 3 catches, over 50 yards now. Bills having to call a quick audible on that play because of the pressure to the right-hand side of the defensive formation. Jets left, our right. Here running it up the gut with Basman Hooker, seeing if our offensive line can just do a nice job of bringing the pain. Jamon Glass, 4 tackles already in this game. 2nd and 7 upcoming 3-yard gain by Hooker. We'll go back to this wonderful cross play. Jackson tends to come open from time to time on this play. The biggest targets, though, are always going to be, and there's pressure. Rogers just throws it away. Big pressure there from the defense coming off their right side, our left side. We got to get better protection if we're going to have any chance at coming out of this game with a win. Pressure has been on a couple times today, and conversely, there's been very little pressure on Jets quarterback so far today. Here we go on the quick out route to Baldwin, and he's just up the sideline for a nice gain. 17 yards for Eric Baldwin up the right side, turning a quick little 4-yard out into a big gain, as he's done so many times this season. Wonderful stuff. That is why he will be the Offensive Rookie of the Year in the AFC, and why he will be earning a Pro Bowl spot. And there, Aaron Rodgers just gets lit up again. Jamon Glass, 2 sacks already in today's game. 2nd and 21 upcoming. The middle of this Bills offensive line not having a red letter day so far. That is for sure. Bills 2nd and 21 at the 44-yard line of the Jets. We need to try and have some more quick hitters. Here, Eric Baldwin makes the catch. Beautiful reception for him down to the 27-yard line. 3 catches for Baldwin, 3 catches for Jackson. Rodgers going to his 2 most dominant targets early and often here today. 3rd and 4. I'm tempted to just run this one up the gut, try and get Williams a carry, see if he can just carry the mail up the gut for the 3 yards, or if not, get a gain of at least 2, set us up 4th and short. And why the hell not? Let's do it. Big, nice, wonderful, wonderful protection there. Williams easily gets the first down. They're going to measure this. There's no way he didn't get it, though. Let's come on. 5 full yards. There we go. First down. We needed 3. We got 5, folks. Let's go here. First down, up the gut on 3rd and short. And as much as Jamon Glass has been a dominant force up the gut as a pass rusher today, that is the downside of having these small, undersized defensive linemen, is the ability for the other team to just run the ball up the gut. This time, just nobody comes open. Good protection downfield. 2nd and 10 upcoming. So, yeah, if you want to have those undersized defensive tackles, more power to you. For me, I'm going to stick with Vince Wilfork. Vince Wilfork, a good pass rusher in his own right. 7 sacks this year. That's a great total from the defensive tackle spot. And here, Eric Baldwin, 1 man to beat, but he's wrapped up okay at the 9-yard line. 2-minute warning upcoming. 4 receptions, 60 yards for Baldwin today. And here, with 9 yards left to go to the end zone, this is where the Bills turn to the run game. We can run out a significant amount of time left in this half by running the ball on downs 1 and 2, and we're just going to go up the gut here. Ryan Williams puts his head down. The end crashes in. 3-yard gain for the Bills on down number 1. 2nd and goal from the 6 upcoming. We're going to go to the left side this time. Jets seem to have 2 linebackers pinched way up in the middle of the formation. Williams may be able to bounce this one outside. If not, we'll head up the gut. I'm hoping to get 3 yards out of this one. If we can set ourselves up 3rd and goal from the 3, I like our chances, and I like the variation of things we can do. We can put the ball in the air, we can keep it on the ground, and most importantly, we keep this clock running to avoid giving the ball back to Big Ben and company. So here we go. We got 3 seconds left on the play clock. Play off. Williams, room off the left side, down to the 3-yard line. Beautiful play there. Keeping the clock running. 3 yards to go to the end zone. Actually, I would argue it's less than that. 2 and about a half yards left to the goal line, and we're just going to let this clock tick, tick, tick down. Williams going to try and go up and over on this play. If we can get it to 4th and goal from even the 1-yard line, I believe we should go for it. If not, if he gets stuffed, we'll kick the field goal, tie this game up, and send it to the second half. Here we go. Less than 40 seconds on the clock as of now. Play clock at 3 seconds. Here we go. Off the right side, Williams tries to get up and over, can't do it. Does not jump, does not elevate. 4th and goal from the 2 coming now. Offensive line just didn't get the same push on that play. The Jets call a timeout, so we have decisions to make here. I've been called out over the past couple weeks for going for it on 4th down too much. What I'd like to do is line up, see if we can get an offense or a defensive player to jump. Oh, we did. We totally did. I tried to snap the ball. Aaron Rodgers just wouldn't do it. If we can get, and there's the flag. So we jump offside. Not that the penalty matters. It's just 4th and goal from the 7-yard line, and now we have to kick. That's Luis Vasquez jumping offside. It's okay. Greg DeLeg will come in with 33 seconds left in the half. He puts it up, and of course it's good. 29 seconds for Big Ben and company to work with 2 timeouts. Some time to work with, not a lot though. Darn it. Had we been able to call the play, Aaron Rodgers for some reason looked to be making adjustments when the defender jumped offside on that first initial call. Had we been able to snap the ball there, the defender would have been assessed a penalty. We would have had 1st and goal from the 1-yard line. And with those 3 cracks, we're guaranteed a touchdown, particularly when we have the timeouts to back that up. Instead, 3-3 the score, a successful drive for the Bills, taking a lot of time off the clock, keeping the ball out of the hands of these dangerous Jets weapons they have on offense. Ridley, Jones in the I formation, Miller and Smith, the 2 tight ends to the right-hand side. Of course, it is a run up the gut. Really bounces it back, though. He gets a nice gain of 14 yards off the left side, and unfortunately for us, that means the Jets are going to call timeout. They're going to actually try and drive this ball now at their own 34-yard line. They've got 25 seconds left to play with. They're at their own 34-yard line. They have a timeout, and really more than 8 yards per carry so far today. Unacceptable. From a defensive standpoint. Unacceptable indeed. We have to tighten that up in the second half. Roethlisberger going over the middle. Andrew Hawkins wide open in coverage. Marcus Gilchrist unable to keep up with him. Big completion there for the Jets. And wow, 19 seconds left. The Jets no longer have a timeout. They're going for the field goal already. Wow. Gino Castro back. Blair Walsh out to attempt a 58-yard field goal. Shocked that the Jets are already trying to kick this ball. 58 yards is a huge distance to cover. The ball is up, and Blair Walsh is wide. It had the leg, did not have the accuracy. Blair Walsh misses from 58, and so now, hey, check this out. Bills with 3 timeouts, 14 seconds. 14 seconds isn't a lot of time, but hey, 14 seconds. All we need is one nice completion. And we have a great opportunity to score before the half. Here we have Deshaun Jackson heading out on a fly route. He might even be in coverage on a linebacker. We'd be licking our chops with that matchup. And we're going to throw it up to Jackson. He looks to be behind. Oh, Brandon Flowers gets there quicker, and he's going to have a chance to return this pick. Not the end of the world. Jackson came open. Flowers, however, was in zone coverage. I just want to quickly watch that play again. The linebacker appeared to drop off right away. Yes, he did indeed. Jackson, I thought, had the inside route. Instead, Brandon Flowers gets there a little faster. Unfortunately, Jackson couldn't have used his speed better because I know for a fact he has a higher speed rating than than Flowers. Anyways, it doesn't matter. The turnover goes for nothing. 5 seconds left in the half. We'll bring Sanford back, but the Jets are just going to take a knee here. And sure enough, that will end the half. Jets take a knee off the Brandon Flowers interception on the Hail Mary pass. We should have been smarter on that play. I misread the coverage. Would have been nice to check that ball down, call a quick timeout, and set up a second play. Here, Jacoby Ford heading up the field properly now. He gets a nice little run up the sidelines, up to the 33-yard line. Nice return there. Much better than the previous return that saw him just juke and stuff. Like, yeah, that was weird. Anyways, we're going to start off with Power O. We got Williams, Hooker playing this one. Hooker in the lead blocking role this time, and he throws a nice block, and linebacker gets around the edge. Williams, nice job. Would have been nice if Manningham had held that block for a little while longer. Williams could have had a bigger game, but still 4 yards off the right-hand side. Not bad at all. Here we'll go ahead, flanker dig. I'm not a huge fan of Jackson being in these quick out routes. He's really got too much speed to be running that route. But here, working against a corner, it's going to work. Jackson, all kinds of room. Tries to juke it back into the middle of the field. Can't do it, but still a nice pickup, 12 yards. And Aaron Rodgers, you can see there, decent completion percentage, decent yardage total. The pick came, of course, on a last-second Hail Mary pass Not overly concerned about that. Would have been nice if he'd had a touchdown, though we haven't really given him a chance to throw for a touchdown yet today. Basman Hooker trying to get around everybody here. Showing off his speed, gets around, makes a little strength move, gets by one man. 2nd and 5 coming up here. Nice carry there by Basman Hooker. Strong play here. I want to see Basman Hooker come open on the screen pass to the left-hand side. Kuhn's going to be in to block the interior of our offensive line that hasn't been very good today. He's going to have a chance to get over there. Rogers gets the ball off, and Hooker's got some room. Great blocks up front. Hooker tackled at the 22-yard line, 24 yards. Bada bing, bada boom. Bills moving the football. Love it. The interior of this Jets defensive line has a ton of speed. We use that against them. They get upfield so quickly, unable to get back for the screen pass. Aaron Rodgers does a great job leading the defenders back and away from Hooker. And Hooker just uses his speed, gets up around the left side, uses his blocks nicely. Excellent, excellent stuff. Very, very pleased with that. And here Hooker's going to be open at the sidelines, and he is tackled, unfortunately, for a loss. And Basman Hooker is hurt, people. Basman Hooker injured. We'll get an update on him soon, but we are going to go ahead and we are going to and this folks is why we don't trade anybody who doesn't have a huge role in the offense. It's called depth. I've had so many people call me out. Oh man, you got to trade Darren Sproles. He's not doing anything. Well, folks, first of all, Darren Sproles has been involved in every game we've played that in which he's been healthy. But second of all, it's times like these where you say, man, thank God we have a Darren Sproles who can come in and do the same things that Basman Hooker does so well. Here, Sproles and Williams will roll out as receivers, and Sproles is going to come open out in the flat. Nice block by Mario Manningham, and Sproles does the weird juke thing, but that's okay, still 9 yards. I don't know if my controller is just being really overly sensitive on directional plays or whatever. Strong flood coming here. Hopefully we get an update on Hooker soon. Sproles in the game. We did keep Hooker in the second running back spot, and Sproles is going to be able to come out and get us a first down. He dives. He gets us a touchdown. Darren Sproles out of the backfield. Touchdown, Bills. 10-3 the score, barring, of course, the PAT. Bills take their first lead of the day in the battle for the AFC East. Greg the Leg kicks it through. Jason Campbell on the hold. 10-3 the score. 3 minutes, 13 seconds left in the quarter. Darren Sproles comes in, and all he does is catch 2 passes for 24 yards and a touchdown. And Basman Hooker has a fractured foot. He will not be able to return for this game, and that sounds like a serious injury that's not going to allow him to finish the season. Ouch. Basman Hooker out, folks. Likely not coming back by the sounds of it. Meanwhile, Baby Hawk takes a knee in the end zone. Again, just over half the third quarter left. 3 minutes, 13 seconds. Patterson has been kept very quiet today. I think just one catch. Maybe even just he's been thrown to once. I don't even know if he has a catch. Bills defense did a nice job solidifying at the end of the first half. They're allowing just 3 points through half a game. It's a nice total for them. And here, oh no, Drake Kirkpatrick in man coverage on Baby Hawk touchdown. 80-yard quick strike, one play, tie game. Sanford went inside to help on the tight end. Instead, Kirkpatrick just does not have the speed to keep up with Baby Hawk. That's on me, folks. Kirkpatrick left alone with a deep threat. Touchdown, Jets. Stupid, stupid, stupid mistake by me. Ouch. That hurts. Jets tie it up in one play, immediately following the loss of Basman Hooker, likely for the rest of the season. Here's Gino Castro now. He's got an opportunity to return this around the left side. John Kuhn can't hold the block. There's a flag as well. That's likely going to be on us, the return team. Looking like it's on Jacoby Ford as Doug Maroney is aggravated. Ford heading off the field in this really overly, completely needless, elaborate play. And sure enough, they're going to call us for clipping on that one. It's a 9-yard penalty. Instead of starting at our own 30, we're starting at our own 9. And so with the injury, the tie game, the quick touchdown, the penalty just keeps pouring it on there, folks. 1st and 10 here at our own 9-yard line. Not the first time today that we've we've been stuck in the shadow of our own goalpost. We start off by giving it to Darren Sproles in the flat, and he's got a nice set of blocks. Ben Grubbs gets way upfield, and look at that. One play, 22 yards. We're already up past where Gino Castro returned that one. Nice job. Credit the left guard there, Ben Grubbs, number 66, for getting way upfield, showing off some big man speed there and throwing a hell of a block on the safety. That undoubtedly increased the amount of real estate Sproles could cover drastically. Nice job there. Here we're going to go ahead on the Wildcat play. We've used the Wildcat very sparingly. Here we're going to see if Sproles can get around the right side. He gets a nice block from Jeff Cumberland, and he gets 4 yards there. Brandon Flowers makes the tackle. Decent first down play there. Typically the Wildcat for us has been an all or nothing play. It's either resulted in a 50-yard gain or a 10-yard loss. That time it goes for basically your average running play, 4 yards, and it's done. Nice job. Here Deshaun Jackson comes open, and he's able to make a double move, hit from behind, but not before he gets a beautiful gain, almost 35 yards there on that reception. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. Quick play, and with a minute and 50 seconds left in the quarter, we have achieved field goal range, which is a very important thing. Here, Darren Sproles, a chance to go off the left side. He shows off his speed, gets around, almost broke that one completely. Instead, 6 yards, still a nice gain off the left side. The linebacker, number 51, that's Dan Connor, the former Buffalo Bill, was with us last year, served as John Bostic's backup. He makes a nice play to bring down Sproles. Sproles otherwise might have had a touchdown on that play. Beautiful stuff. 2nd and 4 upcoming, just over a minute left in the quarter. And wide open is Mario Manningham. He's down to the 5, touchdown, working on Brandon Flowers, the Jets' top cover man. Mario Manningham, the forgotten man in this offense, makes the catch. Beautiful stuff. Touchdown, Bills. They quickly answer the Jets' home run touchdown to Baby Hawk. 17-10. Andrew Hawkins touchdown answered there by Aaron Rodgers, 2nd touchdown of the game. This one to Mario Manningham. Aaron Rodgers, 251 through the air, 2 touchdowns, an impressive completion percentage. He's got the pick again. Put an asterisk beside it because it happened at the end of the first half on a Hail Mary toss. This time around, Cordarrelle Patterson is back, and this time he will take a knee as well. Jets yet to return a kick today. Credit Greg the Leg and his disgustingly strong leg. 1-2-2 coming up for the Jets. And this is a hugely important drive. If the Jets, if we're able to stop them right here, we could even have we'd have an opportunity to just run out the entire rest of this game if we were able to do so. Here Roethlisberger rolling right, and he is tackled, sacked by Vince Wilfork, who eats your lunch, ruins your day. Vince Wilfork, the blob, does his little dance. 8 sacks on the season for Vince Wilfork in his 15th game. What a year he's had. Defensive tackles his size and who play his role are not supposed to get sacks, period. Vince Wilfork, though, steps up, makes a nice play, gets the sack. 2nd and 17 upcoming. Roethlisberger overthrows Zach Miller, the tight end, on that play. 3rd and 17 upcoming. 3 wide receiver set coming out here for the Jets. We're just going to bring everybody way the hell back. No blitzers, cover 1 spy. I like this play because it keeps John Bostic in the middle of the field. He's just going to mirror Ben Roethlisberger. So in the instance Ben Roethlisberger takes off, John Bostic will be there to help defend that scrambling play. Roethlisberger in the pocket. He's got all day. Hit as he throws. Bruce Irvin there to make the play. 4th and 17 upcoming. Huge play there. 16 seconds left in the quarter. Bills up 17-10. Jets are going to be forced to punt it from their own end zone. We'll bring Jarrell Freeman back. Gino Castro has been very dangerous in the punt return game this season. 4th and 17. Here comes the punt. It'll come down at the Bills' 40-yard line. We have some blockers. Castro works his way back to the left, tackled, but not before he gets into Jets territory at the 47-yard line. 13-yard return for Castro. Nice job by Gino. 7 seconds left in the half. Bills playbook wide open right now. Wide open. I think we're going to go power O to the right-hand side, try and get Sproles around this defense. I like the setup here. As long as nobody comes bursting through the line, I think Sproles has a good chance of getting around the edge, and he will have a good chance. Unfortunately, we get a poor block on the corner, so just a 3-yard gain for Sproles, but still not bad. Sproles getting a chance to showcase his skill set. Sproles, who was such an important part of our offense last season when we made our Super Bowl run, this year has had a diminished role, but still doing a great job in the wake of Basman Hooker. Here's Sproles off the right-hand side. He's going to have a chance to break this one. Darren Sproles up the sideline. He's going to score. Darren Sproles home run right there. 44 yards off the right-hand side, and he will give the Bills a 14-point lead. I got to check out that replay again. As I said, as long as Sproles can get around the edge, we might just be golden. You could see Manningham way up to make that play. You could see this is Eric Balda, number 85, pulling his man way out. Kuhn gets a great block. Manningham gets a great block, holds it just long enough, and then boom, throws a quick second block there. Working on Flowers and Vaccaro. Sproles walks it into the end zone. Touchdown, Darren Sproles. What a game for him. 2 touchdowns. He's got a big run to go along with some of his nice receptions today. Coming in for and there you see 4 carries, 57 yards, and a touchdown. What a play for the 32-year-old scatback. The guy many said was too old to still play in the NFL, showing off he can run with the kids just as well as anybody else. 20-yard line will be the starting point for the Jets on this drive. Jets needing to score a touchdown here. They are down 2 scores. It is the 4th quarter now. 5 minutes, 54 seconds left in this game. Bills defense has been formidable. Andrew Hopkins ran the seam route and was able to score earlier in this one. And there's another sack. This one coming from Bruce Irvin, who applied the pressure on 3rd and 17 just a moment ago. Gets another sack. 2nd and 14 upcoming. Bills' defensive line has come alive. 2nd and 14 at their own 16-yard line. Clock running. Time running out on the Jets. They need to put a drive together here. Bostic's going to be in man coverage on Miller. No, Ridley. Durant in man coverage against Miller, who stays in a block. Roethlisberger, nowhere to go with this football. Finally finds a man. Vontae Davis makes the play on Cordarrelle Patterson. Ball is in his hands. Dropped immediately on impact. 3rd and 14 upcoming. Jets need to move the football here. Roethlisberger is black and blue. No doubt about it. He took a hell of a shot from Shamarko Thomas earlier in this game. A man tall enough barely to even see Roethlisberger's face. Knocked him out early in this one. Since then, he has been used and abused by this entire Bills defensive line. Standing in. Eventually unloads. Shamarko Thomas there to jump. Knocks the ball down. Patterson, the would-be receiver. Thomas there coming up to perform the double coverage with Kirkpatrick. Ball knocked down. Punt upcoming here. This time the Jets will punt from their 2-yard line. 24-10 the score, and the strategy from this point out, folks, is going to be very simple. Run the ball, keep it on the ground, keep the clock moving no matter what we do. Castro gets the punt right here. He's going to go around the right side, working it back to the inside of the field, fights off a man down to the 46-yard line. Another nice punt return for Castro. 2nd straight drive, Aaron Rodgers and company will be starting from the opponent's half of the field. Let's go ahead, go single back. Zone weak man. Let's get Sproles staying in the game. What I love about Darren Sproles, just another thing I love about the young man, the fact that his carrying is through the stratosphere. 96 carrying ability on Darren Sproles. And he works this one back to the right-hand side, 8 yards. 5 rushes, 65 yards for Darren Sproles. If anybody is going to hold on to the ball at this point of a late game when the stakes are on, it is Darren Sproles. I trust him with my life. I trust him to carry around my baby, if I had one. And I'm trusting him right now to carry this win out for us to capture the AFC East for the 2nd consecutive year at home. Time running out on the play clock. We give it to Sproles around the right side, and he is wrapped up. Kuhn couldn't get out there. Grubbs couldn't get out there. 3rd and 3 upcoming. And now might be the point where we have to give it to our bigger back up the gut on 3rd and 3. Ryan Williams will come into the game right here. From this point, it would be a 57-yard field goal. In the instance that we are not able to get a first down, we will have to kick a long field goal. It is in the kick will be in Greg the Leg range. It might be pushing it, though. I'd love to get this play, get the first down on this play. Flipping the side of the run. Williams into the game, puts his head down. First down, 4-yard gain. Bills will be able to take this one down to the 2-minute warning, no matter what. Huge first down there, using Williams and Sproles in conjunction with one another. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. Here we have some misdirection. Sproles getting the ball around the left-hand side. Williams going left to right. Sproles right to left. Jets defense pinched over to the right-hand side. This play's got some potential. It's all on Michael Roos' run-blocking ability. Play clock running down to 1 second. We hand it off. Sproles around the left side. Roos gets a nice block. 2-yard gain. Doug Baldwin not able to keep up with the corner the whole way along, and that will be the last play before the 2-minute warning, folks. Play clock now longer than the game clock to the 2-minute warning. We can call a play. We're not going to actually snap it, though. Just doing this to take some extra time off the clock. And with the Jets showing safety blitz, no way we're snapping this one. Bringing this game down to the 2-minute warning will mean that from here on out, after every run play we call, the Jets will be forced to call a timeout, which means that even if we're not able to get another first down, the worst case scenario is we're kicking a field goal with 1 minute and 55 seconds left, the Jets having just one more timeout. Up 17 points. I'm pretty happy with that. Pretty comfortable with that, I should say. Here, we're giving it to Sproles off the right-hand side. Same play as the home run, touchdown, and another nice run. Sproles uses his blockers well. One Jet over-committing to the outside, 6 yards off the right-hand side. Jets call a timeout. And, folks, this game might be coming down to this play. The last time we played the Jets, it came down to a last-minute play that saw us win out because Ryan Williams, the bigger back, ran it up the gut against these undersized defensive tackles who got the first down. This time around, well, let's just see. Williams up the gut, first down again. Jets unable to get the stop. They will call a timeout. But with one timeout left and us having the ball on first down, this game should come to a close. Barring a turnover, the Jets will lose this game. The Bills will take it. The Bills will win the AFC East at home for the second straight year. Here around the right side, Sproles wrapped up for a loss of 1. Jets call their last timeout. We will be able to run 2 more plays, take 40 seconds off the clock with both plays. That means that with 29 seconds left, we will have to kick for a field goal unless we are able to get a first down. We'll give it to Darren Sproles in the I formation, try to get it around the left side here. Kuhn runs between 2 would-be tacklers, doesn't block either of them, doesn't matter though. Darren Sproles squeaks between both would-be tacklers as well. An impressive move there. 3 minutes, third down and 5 left here. I think we just go straight to the goal line formation. We give it to Williams up the gut, see what happens. If Williams gets to the first down stripe, we've won the game. If he fails to do so, get the 5 yards, that is, we will be able to bring this clock down past the 30-second mark and then kick the field goal to put us up by 17 before kicking the ball back to the Jets deep in their own territory. In the meantime, though, here we are. Williams up the gut, and he is tackled for a gain of just 2 yards. 4th and 3 upcoming. We will have to kick the field goal, but we will be able to leave just about 20 seconds on the clock, just a smidge over that. 36-yard field goal for Greg the Leg. So finally, the Jets' interior defensive lineman, actually there was an interior defensive lineman, the left end crashes in, makes the play on Williams before he gets the entire yardage needed. And now we will be able to kick this ball away with 23 seconds left. That means that once everything's said and done, there will probably be 19 or 20 seconds left on the clock when we have to kick the ball off to the Jets. Obviously, not enough time to put 3 scores together. Here it is, Greg the Leg. The ball is back. It is up. It is good. 20 seconds left on the clock. And with that, folks, though nothing is ever a guarantee in this life, with 20 seconds and 3 scores needed to tie this one up, I think it's okay to start celebrating. Greg the Leg kicks this one off. It will be a touchback again. Patterson not going to take this one out of his end zone. Big Ben's going to come out of his, come off the sideline here and put this one up with a hope and a prayer that it'll come down in the hands of somebody and somehow be able to score more than, 6 points, because they need 17 to tie, 18 to win, and they only have 20 seconds to do it, and no timeouts along the way. Roethlisberger goes here to Patterson along the sidelines. He makes the catch for 15 yards and is knocked out of bounds. 15 seconds left. Jets just trying to prolong this one. We'll go full prevent defense from here on out, bringing John Bostic back as well to be the extra protector. 4 receiver set here, plus Zach Miller, the tight end spot for the Jets. And they are still not running straight flies. Zach Miller gets hit over the middle of the field, tackled by Brian McCann. The Jets need to scramble to try and get another play off. They will. This will be the last play of the game as the Buffalo Bills clinch the AFC East. Roethlisberger throws it up. Dominic Rodgers-Cromartie knocks it away. Randy Moss, the would-be receiver, time's up. Bills win the biggest game of the season. They improve to an impressive 12-3 on the campaign, and they will win the AFC East. The Buffalo Bills have just clinched at least a second seed berth in the AFC playoffs. Bada bing, bada boom. Bills win over the Jets by a score of 27-10. We'll run down the stats for you. Total offense, 343 to 197 in favor of Buffalo. Rushing yards, 113 to 40 in favor of Buffalo. Passing yards, 230 to 157 in favor of Buffalo. First downs, 13-7 in favor of Buffalo. Punt return yards, 33 to 0 in favor of Buffalo. Kick return yards, 31 to 0 in favor of Buffalo. Total yards, 407 to 197. Bills double up their division foes. Turnovers, 2 for the Bills, 1 on the Aaron Rodgers fumble, 1 on the Hail Mary pick, 1 for the Jets on the Dominic Rodgers-Cromartie interception. Third down conversions, Bills were 5 of 7. Jets were 1 of 5. Nobody went for it on fourth down. Red zone percentage, Bills 3 for 3. Jets never got to the red zone. Penalties, 2 for 14 for the Bills, none for the Jets. Time of possession, 19 minutes and 2 seconds for Buffalo, 4 minutes, 58 seconds for the Jets. How one-sided is that? The team that runs the ball controls the clock. Today we did just that. Offensively, Aaron Rodgers, 15 of 18, 251 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick, 83% completion percentage. Ben Roethlisberger, 5 of 13, 38% of his passes were complete, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. Jamie Neely, the rookie quarterback who came in for a brief segment of the first half, 2 of 3 for 22 yards is his stat line. Running the ball, Darren Sproles came in and had a phenomenal game. 10 carries, 77 yards, and a touchdown. Ryan Williams also had 10 carries, mostly on short yardage. He got 28 yards. Stephen Ridley, 5 carries, 42 yards. Basman Hooker, before probably what will be a season-ending injury, had 2 carries for 8 yards. Ben Roethlisberger, 1 carry for -2 yards. Receiving the ball, Deshaun Jackson, 5 for 92. Eric Baldwin, 4 for 60. Darren Sproles, 3 for 45 and a touchdown. Andrew Hawkins was by far the Jets' leading receiver, 3 for 121 and a touchdown. Basman Hooker kicked in 2 for 22. Mario Manningham, 1 for 32 and a touchdown. Defensively, Raheem Moore, Jamon Glass led the game with 6 tackles. Bills, meanwhile, Worrells led the game with 3 tackles. Thomas, Kirkpatrick each kicked in 2. Bostic, McCann, Davis, Irvin, Baldwin, and Wilfork and Dominic Rodgers-Cromartie each kicked in 1 as well. Tackles for a loss, Manny Lawson had 2, Jamon Glass had 2 for the Bills. Irvin, Wilfork, and Thomas each had 1. Sacks, Jamon Glass had 2 for the Jets, but Bruce Irvin, Vince Wilfork, and Shamarko Thomas each had 1 for the Bills. Picks went to Brandon Flowers and Dominic Rodgers-Cromartie. Kicking the ball, Greg the Leg went 2 for 2 today. Blair Walsh, 1 for 2, missing an obscenely long field goal. John Hecker had 2 punts for an average of 49 yards a kick. Jacoby Ford, 2 returns for 31 yards. Punt returns, Gino Castro, 2 for 33. Those are the stats for today, folks. Thank you so much for joining me. The Bills are going to the playoffs. We knew that already, but they're going as division champions for the 2nd straight year, fending off the New York Jets, who have been on the Bills' asses since day 1. The loss from last week might have cost us the top spot in the conference, though it might not have. We don't know yet. Don't know that quite yet. But we know that it did not cost us the division. Bills clinch the AFC East today. They have clinched the 2nd seed overall. All they need to do now is win out and hope that the Browns either drop today's game or drop one in the near future. Until then, folks, though, I'm Tuxedo T-Shirt. I hope you have a great weekend. I'll see you for Cereal Monday, and I'm out.